name is Ashish, and in this video we will see how to use Azure OpenAI Service in the Azure AI Foundry Portal. You might have an existing Azure OpenAI Service resources and model deployments that you created using the old Azure OpenAI Studio or VIA Code if you have used this earlier. But if you have not, you can pick up where you left, or you can create a new resources in Azure AI Foundry Portal. You can also use Azure OpenAI models outside of a project. So I will quickly log on to the Azure AI Foundry homepage and take it from there. So here I selected my Azure AI Service resource, and in here you get an option of go to Azure AI Foundry Portal, which is ai.azure.com, and make sure that you are signed in with the Azure subscription that has your Azure OpenAI Service resource. It says deployment needed, right? So you need to find the tile that says focused on Azure OpenAI Service. So if I click on home, this is the information that you're getting. Focused on Azure Open Service, or in here it says chat playground. It says design a customized AI assistant using ChatGPT, experiment with GPT 3.5 Turbo and GPT 4 models. I'll say try it now. Deployment needed. Now, if you don't see this tile, like I was not seeing this, you can also go directly to the Azure OpenAI Service page in the Azure AI Foundry Portal. Now, you should see your existing Azure OpenAI Service resources. Like I'm seeing here, test Azure AI. This is the name of my Azure AI service that I created in the Azure portal. Okay. Now, if your subscription has multiple Azure OpenAI Service resources, you can use the selector or go to all resources. So if you have multiple Azure AI Open resources, you will get that option in the drop down. If you have not, like I got a pay-as-you-go subscription and this is the name. If I click on drop down, if I have multiple Azure OpenAI Service or AI Service resources, I would see them here. But I only have one. So I'll X out of it. Now, you will use the Azure OpenAI Service in a project, right? So you might eventually want to use a project for tasks such as managing connections, permissions, and deploying models to the production. You can use your existing Azure OpenAI Service resources in an Azure AI Foundry project. Okay, so there are two options. You should connect Azure OpenAI Service when you create a project for the first time. Now, when you create a project for the first time, you also create a hub. When you create a hub, you can select an existing Azure AI Service resource, including Azure OpenAI, or create a new Azure AI Service resource. And if you want to connect Azure OpenAI Service after you create a project, now if you already have a project and you want to connect your existing Azure OpenAI Service resources, you go to the Azure AI Foundry project. I don't have a project, right? So I'll not mention this part. Now you can also try Azure OpenAI models in the playgrounds, right? So you can try Azure OpenAI models in the Azure OpenAI Service playground, the one that you see here. And then you can also try Azure OpenAI models in the project level playgrounds as well. If you see, I am under playground. I have clicked on chat, and if you want to get more detailed explanation how to use the chat playground, like I will do it now, you should at least have a contributor or owner permissions in your tenant, and then you will have to deploy a chat model. Right, so to work with a model, you first deploy it into a project. If you don't yet have a project, you can create as one of the deployment step. So create a new deployment, or deployment needed, create a new deployment. I'll say create a new deployment. click on from base models. I don't have a model coming up. You will see a GPT-4o mini. I'll type in here. Here it is. You click on the confirm button. Deployment type standard. I'll go with standard. Model version upgrade policy. Upgrade once new default version becomes available, or upgrade once new default opt out of automatic model version upgrades. Okay, model version. It says your resources does not have enough quota to deploy this model with the selected deployment type and version. You can try selecting a different deployment type or model version, or manage your quota. If I click on manage my quota, you might also face this problem, so keep watching. Here you see it says provision deployment type such as global provision managed and data zone provision managed will now be available under this. Okay. Cancel this. This is my available quota. Okay, allocate quota, available, assign. If I request a quota, it will take me to a new page, probably add more pricing. I don't want to do that. So, okay, this is the required form that you have to fill. So if you need more quota, you fill this form. Else, you go back to the model catalog. mini. Select it from here. Okay, I selected O3 mini, and let's see the pricing. So before you deploy anything in your lab, you always should see the pricing. Standard pay-as-you-go for input and output tokens, provision BTU, batch API. Okay, so I'm going with the standard deployment. South India, global standard generally available, text, model, supervisor. Okay, I'll click on deploy. So it will give me an option, global standard. I'll see what I can do. I click on deploy. Now, once you have deployed the chat playground model in the Azure AI Foundry Portal, you can observe how your model responds with and without your data. Right. So to chat with your deployed model in the chat playground, in the system message, you need to authenticate using API key, install dependencies, run a basic code sample, explore more samples, multi-purpose conversations, etc., etc. Open in playground. You need to test it, right? So in the system message text box, provide the prompt to guide the assistance. Okay. Now you say I'm sorry for the caps, you are an AI assistant that helps people find information. And you can tailor the prompt for your scenario. Okay, submit it. Hello, I'm here to help you find the information you need. What topic or question would you like assistance with today? Now, you can add a safety system message by selecting add section button, then safety system messages, etc., etc. Add section, safety system messages, avoid harmful content, avoid ungrounded content, avoid copyright infringements, avoid jailbreaks and manipulations. You can add these for the safety. Okay, you can type in here and apply changes, and you can say how much do the airplane cost. Okay, now the assistant either replies that it does not know the answer or provides a generic response. For example, the assistant might say the price of the airplane may vary depending upon the brand, model, where you purchase them, and then, or it will give you the correct information like it did here. Okay, if you specify the model number that it does not have access to current product information about that specific model number, it may not apply, right? This way you can add your data to the model to help it answer questions about your product, right? So you can deploy an enterprise chat web app, right, that uses your own data with a large language model in the Azure AI Foundry Portal, right? So in that scenario, your data sources are used to help ground the model with specific data. Now, grounding means that the model uses your data to help it understand the context of the question. For that, you would need sample data, right? You would need a search service connection. You would need this Azure OpenAI service. You would need Microsoft.web resource provider and necessary permissions. All right. So I believe this was informative for all of you guys. If you have any further queries, please mention them in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.